to Virginia This Morning.
Cheryl, what's better than dessert?
Nothing.
Having it for breakfast, maybe?
Okay, that
All right.
works,
Okay,
yeah.
we have a treat for you this morning, and they taste like lovin' from the oven, folks.
Local baker Heather Glissman is here to show us how to make her special sticky buns. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. So how did sticky buns make their way into your life?
Well, you could say it was a bit of a lemon to a lemonade story. I was able, fortunately, to be laid off from my job, and I have a very supportive husband who said, don't rush, take your time, see what you want to do, and I wanted to do something in food. And as I investigated that, in the meantime, I had a burning desire to recreate my grandmother's sticky bun recipe that had been lost with her at her passing because she never wrote it down, as so many of our older relatives don't do. And now that I make them, I realize why she didn't, because it's all in the feel. It's all in the touch and the smell and the sight. So that's how they came to be. I love doing it so much. I said to my husband, well, this is it. This is the business. I found it.
He's a smart guy, too, because he knew you'd be practicing the sticky buns, right?
He was the chief taste tester for quite a while, yes.
A coveted position.
Yeah. You said since the recipe wasn't written down, how did you go about recreating it?
Family just telling me about how they watched Grammy make them. I had actually my brother-in-law's mother taught me how to bloom the yeast because I kept killing my yeast, and you can't have bread without yeast, right?
It's gotta be live.
So I really just verbal and kind of just showing me.
And your grandmother, Pennsylvania Dutch, we talked a little bit about that earlier, and definitely the Pennsylvania folks, it's a Germanic dessert.
It is, and you're going to find a variation of a sticky bun anywhere there are German communities. But the dough is different. This is a Pennsylvania Dutch style dough, and that's what makes it very unique.
When you uncovered it, I said it looked very buttery.
It is, but it is not a brioche, which is primarily a heavy butter dough. This is a heavy butter, heavy milk, so it's known as a heavy dough.
It's very dense,
right?
It
is very dense and very thick. That's why you get the nice rise.
Okay.
Well, you make this kind of like an upside-down cake.
It is very similar to that, and that's what makes a sticky bun different than a cinnamon roll. A cinnamon roll is dough with a cinnamon inside and then white sugar over the top. A sticky bun has your goo all over the place, and it comes from that flipping it from upside down, because you put all this sticky in the bottom, and then you put sticky on top and inside, and when you flip it, it all runs together and just gets
and
gooey.
looks and smells heavenly, just like this one
Yes,
that I'm so
thank you.
close to. I can't stand it.
So what's the process?
Well, if I may switch places with you.
Absolutely. I'll let you over there. Okay.
So what I've done is you take your double rise yeast dough. So this is risen one time.
Can I touch it?
Yes, you may. No one's going to eat this. And you roll it out as much into a rectangular shape as possible. I'm going to just stretch it out just a little bit more. It's nice and elastic.
Oh, yeah.
It really is.
Really, it's a really beautiful dough to work with.
I kind of expected it to feel like Play-Doh, and it's just
no, it's really
soft.
velvety.
Yeah.
It's velvety. So you want to first put a good portion of butter on it, because the butter is really, in the baking process, it's going to give the dough that emulsion that it needs to kind of survive the high temperatures.
So your butter dough needs a butter coating.
It does. More butter, right? Is it? I mean, I don't know if I can say who says that, but more butter is better, right?
Good things come when butter is added.
Yes, well, wait till you see what's coming next here.
Okay.
So you're going to take your cinnamon, and you're going to be really generous with your cinnamon, because you're going to be adding a lot of extra ingredients. Plus, this dough is heavy, so it needs a good portion of cinnamon on here to really allow the cinnamon to come out.
That smells wonderful. Is that a special kind of cinnamon?
No, it's just standard
regular old
cinnamon. Yeah, regular. My products are just regular. Everybody can go buy these at the grocery store. It's not anything special. The proprietary nature of this is in the recipe, not in the products.
They're super special, though. Let's clarify. They are really, really tasty.
Thank you. So then you're going to take a good portion of brown sugar. I use dark brown sugar.
Okay.
Because that's what my grandmother used, and obviously the molasses that's added to make dark brown sugar creates even more stickiness, which is what you want.
Yum, yum. And I know we have to bake it, but already I'm like, I'll just eat that. That's good.
So I'm going to spread this dark brown sugar fairly evenly here. Okay, and then I'm making pecan, which is what Grammy made most often And really it's my biggest seller. It's what's a favorite in my family.
Do you toast the pecans before?
I do not. You don't really need to because again, they're going to get, we're cooking these at 350 degrees for 40 minutes.
Okay.
So it's a good while that they're in the oven.
I'm wondering how you're going to get that in the pan.
Well, watch. I'm going to show you.
We're going to watch and learn, Cheryl.
You're going to pat this down. I know it seems like a lot here. We're going to pat this down, and then we're going to roll it like a jelly roll.
Oh.
Okay?
Can I help you?
So, sure, grab that. You want to just take
She
it,
just wants to put her hands all over
fold it
there.
under, just be tight about
Okay.
it. Okay?
Oh, boy.
And just don't get ahead of me here.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I got so excited about it.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, now what you're going to want to do is just squeeze it. Be a little bit rough with it. You own the dough.
That's right.
Okay?
I'm
It doesn't
working ya.
own you.
I'm working, yeah.
Okay, and then you're going to take your pastry knife here. You're going to just trim the edges.
Okay.
Okay? And then what you're going to want to do is just cut this for the size of pan that you have. So,
My mother just gave me one of these, so now I know what to use it for.
there you go. Well, it's great for cleaning surfaces. So this is how we get them in.
So you're putting them in pieces.
Yes,
that makes
that's the
sense.
trick.
That's the trick.
So
because they're all going to kind of come together when they bake.
they are going to come together when they bake. So you're going to cut it to the size
And you're making them nice and generous, which I really like.
You can use any pan that you want to use. This is just the pan that I happen to desire. In the bottom of the pan, you're going to coat this entire pan, whatever pan you use, with butter. You're going to put your brown sugar, again, dark brown sugar in the bottom of the pan, and then you're going to put your pecans in the bottom of that pan.
And this is going to bake for how long?
This is going to bake for 40. I'm just going to cut all of these up here at once. This is going to bake for 40 minutes at 350.
Now, how did you come up with the variations? You also brought chocolate and looks like apple.
It is apple pie. Well, excuse me. I'm sorry if I got that on you. And then look, that's what you use that for too. Isn't that a fabulous cleanup? Here, use my rag.
Two useful tools.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the apples
Winter
over
time
here,
is a
yum.
slow time. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I just go on ahead. I interrupted you.
Winter time's a slow time. So this dough is really versatile. So I just started adding stuff in the middle.
Oh.
Just adding it. And I had customers make suggestions to me. And so I would try it. My mother one time said, oh, wouldn't these be good with cheese? You should do them with cheese. So I started doing cheese.
Oh, like a savory one.
Like a savory one. So I've got 4 different types of cheese and about 15 different sweet flavors.
So if you did the cheese one, what would you put in the bottom of the pan?
Just butter. So you just want to coat it really generously with butter.
It's good.
Coat it generously with butter so that it doesn't stick. And then you put all your cheese filling inside, and then you put a little bit of cheese on the top just to get that crunchy, you know, that good cheese on bread, that crunchy
What happens
crust.
here? Uh-oh.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, boy. This one's fresh from the pastry cutter that now I know what to use it
Yes,
for.
now you do.
Should I taste it?
Please
Go
do.
for it. Taste
You're gonna have
it?
to taste your mouth wide. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Heather, for
Heather.
coming in
Thank you.
today. And good luck with the business.
I appreciate it. Thank
All right,
you.
You're very welcome. Well, Jessica's talking, so I will do this. How do you think Laburnum Avenue got its name? Don't answer. Well, we have an idea, but up next, our Bill Bevins heads down one of Richmond's famous streets looking for the answers that you gave. Richmond Trivia is coming up next here on Virginia This Morning.